I know when he's on stage, he's very sort of bright and funny, but backstage I get the, "How you doing? What are we doing today? How's it going? Where are we? Italy? No, yeah, ciao and stuff." He's really funny because he speaks very American colloquialisms wherever we go. So he'll be walking to like in Italy, he'll walk into like order a sandwich. And he'd be like, you know, I mean, "What's good today? What you got?" We were on a train with a couple they were engaged to be married, and he was like, when are you doing the white dress thing? When are you hitching up? When are you boating the bass?"
He went through probably 5 different American phrases for marriage, and they had no idea what he was saying. He was like, "So when are you putting on the old ball and chain?" They're like,
"I don't.
When are you getting hitched?"
Yeah, "When are you boating the bass?" He said. "When are you gonna boat the bass?" Which I'm American. I don't know what that means, but apparently it means when are you gonna marry her.
I also think it's interesting, which I just found out this morning. You're kind of the reason he's not here.
Wait a minute. Wait, you can't. You're kicking me while I'm down.
No, I was setting you up. I was teeing you up to.
Well, the truth is, when we were in Paris for a convention a few weeks ago, we both. It's kind of funny. We both got this audition separate from each other. He said, and I was going to pass on it. I was like, "No, I'm not going to get that part," so I wasn't going to do it. I was in Paris. Then he calls my room and he's like, "Hey, I got this audition. Will you help me put me on tape for it?" I said, "Sure, send me the site." So he sent me the audition, emailed it to me, and it was the same thing I was supposed to go in on that I was gonna pass. So I was like, "Well, I just got that same audition, so," and it's great. You did me this is very rich." I'm like, "I don't think I'm," he's like, "No, I don't want to do it either, but we're gonna do it. Put us on tape, then we're gonna go out, have a good time." I'm like, "Let's just go out and have a good time and not," he's like, we're gonna, here we go. Go and have a good time. First we're gonna do this audition." So he talked me into it. I put him on tape for it, he puts me on tape for it, and he got the job. So he ended up getting the job, which is great. And he's so much more this guy. He was like the part is like a dad who's a sheriff. And even though I'm a dad, I'm not a sheriff. But like, it's just a part I wouldn't have gotten. Like, no one's gonna hire me as a sheriff unless it's like a sheriff with a, you know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna hire me as that guy. Like, "Hey, I'm in charge here. This is my town. You can't come in here." And no one's gonna believe that, you know? But
I was intimidated.
But Richard, you know, he's a director, he's the, "Come on, let's do this." So he comes in and, you know, "What's going on?" "I'm sheriff." "How we doing?" You know, that's Rich, he's gonna get that guy. So anyway, he got it, and he couldn't come to this. And then I was mad that I didn't talk him out of doing the audition. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, I agree.
So I love it. Now it's, hey, I didn't get the job. And B, it's my fault Richard isn't here. Anyway, I'm gonna be twice the Rob for you. Just no Richard. I'm gonna be R2 in one body.
So we have some t-shirts here.
We have about as many t-shirts as people in the audience. We can just hand them out.
That's true.
Are we throwing them out to people?
We are. I just wanted to show them what they're getting.
Oh yeah. This is your official. I got this from Gym Guests. That's awesome. So it's like this. I just realized I'm not a good t-shirt thrower.
It's difficult, you have to ball it up really tight.
I was like, and it would go, and it's really hard to choose. People are going, "Rob," and I can't be like, "No, not you."
I know, it's tough. You can't make eye contact.
If you make eye contact,
you kind of just have to look up. And...
Well, I feel like I want to make t-shirts for everybody else who didn't get one.
I did exactly that because I had like 3 in my hand, and I ran down. And I threw one, and then I was going to throw one over there, and then I made eye contact, and I was...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know what I realized too just now, Jason?
What's that?
When I was doing the imitation of Rich, my imitation of Rich, when Rich isn't here, sometimes goes into my imitation of Jensen, which is also very like, what are we doing? You doing comedy? That's my Jensen. So it's that same sort of tilt forward.
It's the business tilt. It's
yeah. So you just add the comedy elbows and it's Jensen.
Could you maybe do an impression of Jared while we're at it?
That's fine.
Nice.
So Jared.
How about Mark Shepard?
Yeah, this is my Mark Shepard. Are you ready?
Are you guys ready?
No.
I think there might be some people here who are very capable of this impression, but I'm going to ask you to do it. Ruth.
I can't do a Scottish accent.
I know.
He knows I'm really bad at accents. I really can't do, oh, hello. I'm Ruth. We have this joke backstage where I pretend I'm really good at accents, even though I know I'm really awful at them. But I play this guy, and I'm like, throw me any accent, and I'll give it to you. And I do an extra bad version of my bad accent.
Just give him an Irish real quick.
This is my Irish. Okay. Oh, hello. My name's Paddy, and I come from Ireland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I once had to have an Irish accent for a play that I did, and I had these tapes that, this is how long ago it was, they were cassette tapes, and they would teach you the Irish brogue, and it was like, so the tape was like, you know, this is an American accent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now with the Irish accent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as good an Irish as I could do. It was a great play, I was really good in it.
You know, I feel like maybe we should bring another friend out.
We do need to bring another friend.